Wealth and fame usually go hand in hand, but every now and again, a celebrity finds himself in such financial trouble that the only option is to declare bankruptcy. Sometimes this is the result of an excessively luxurious lifestyle, and other times it's the result of failing to pay taxes, or in the instance of a legendary rock star, it is a legal gambit to obtain release from an unfair recording contract. Here are 10 celebrities who declared bankruptcy and the claimed reasons behind their actions. At number 1, 50 Cent. 50 Cent showed to be a savvy businessman amassing $300 million in just a few years through means other than music. Despite having a $500 million net worth, the rapper declared bankruptcy in 2015, claiming to be more than $20 million in debt, while simultaneously sharing photographs on social media of himself posing with stacks of $100 bills, spelling out the word broke. At number 2, Kim Basinger. On the dubious suggestion of many family members, actress Kim Basinger paid $20 million for an entire Georgia town, roughly 1,700 acres, with the intention of converting it into a tourist destination by erecting a movie studio and staging a film festival. Those ambitions were thwarted when Basinger encountered financial troubles. Then there was Boxing Helena, a 1993 picture that Basinger agreed to do but then backed out of after learning how scary it was. The film studio brought her to court and won, with Basinger ordered to pay $8.1 million judgment. As a result, Basinger declared bankruptcy. At number 3, Marvin Gaye. Soul legend Marvin Gaye, known for his Like Heard It Through the Grapevine and What's Going On, was forced to declare bankruptcy in 1976 after his divorce, with the settlement ultimately demanding that he cash-strapped singer pay all royalties from his next album, Here My Dear, to his ex-wife to make up for $600,000 in unpaid alimony. At number 4, Larry King. Larry King is today considered as a great broadcaster, but in his early days in the industry were far from glamorous, particularly in 1971 when he was arrested and charged with grand larceny after stealing $5,000 from his then business partner. Despite the fact that the charges were dropped, he became toxic to employers, and a 4-year period without work left him with a $350,000 debt, prompting him to declare bankruptcy in 1978. At number 5, Tom Petty. Tom Petty, the late rocker, famously declared bankruptcy in 1979, not out of financial necessity, but as a legal gambit to get out of a restrictive contract with his record label. Petty learned that he was significantly in debt to the label as a result of the unusual music industry practice of paying musicians advances against future earnings that never seemed to amount to the due of creative accounting. Meanwhile, Petty's attorneys reminded him that when he signed his original contract, he agreed to give up 100% of his publishing income in exchange for a $10,000 advance. At number 6, Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman, one of TV's most popular personalities, reportedly paid a hefty $64,000 per week for his role as Arnold "What You Talking About" Willis Jackson on the successful sitcom of Different Strokes. The lucrative playing roles dried up once the show finished and the cute little actor grew up. Coleman was astonished when he looked at his financial papers and discovered that he was broke, despite the fact that he had assumed he had millions in the bank. He eventually sued his adoptive parents, accusing them of wasting his TV inheritance because he couldn't figure out where all the money went. He declared bankruptcy in 1999, reporting debts totaling more than $70,000. At number 7, Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton, an R&B singer, was a millionaire who lost it all not once, but twice. While Braxton has sold 20 million albums, she claims she signed a sham contract that paid her royalties of less than $2,000. She declared bankruptcy in 1998 after an unsuccessful lawsuit against her record label. She had to cancel her Vegas show in 2008 due to health issues, and when the insurance company refused to pay, she was on the hook for all the costs associated with the canceled shows. In 2010, she declared bankruptcy for the second time. At number 8, Sinbad. Sinbad, like Toni Braxton, has had 2 bankruptcies on his record. For the first one, in 2009, was caused by a significant tax debt. The second time in 2013, Sinbad declared bankruptcy due to business expenses, paying out of pocket to keep his company running and salaries paid, all in hope of landing a blockbuster movie role that would replenish his coffers. Sinbad was reportedly in debt for $10 million at the time of his second bankruptcy, $8 million of which was due to unpaid taxes from 1998 to 2006. At number 9, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, the most feared fighter to ever enter the ring, earned more than $400 million during his boxing career. Iron Mike was also known for his lavish lifestyle, spending large sums of money on jewelry, homes, sports vehicles, parties, and even Siberian tigers as pets. Tyson entered bankruptcy in 2003, listing obligations in excess of $27 million, roughly $18 million of which came from unpaid taxes. Among the other bills were $600,000 in legal fees and $50,000 in unpaid child support. And last but not least, at number 10, Meatloaf. In the 1980s, rocker Meatloaf declared bankruptcy due to protracted court dispute involving songwriter Jim Steinman, who penned all of his songs on his famous Bat Out of Hell album, and his record label. In a 2003 interview with The Guardian, he stated the motivation behind his bankruptcy. The only way to stop them playing their game was to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy, he claimed. Because every time we got one case thrown out, they throw another one at me, and everyone believes I have a lot of money, but I don't. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to 10 Focus, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.